Back in March, the Office of the Child Advocate, Cassandra Sanchez, reported major abuse at this new youth center facility. She reported that a child had had his shoulder dislocated, that kids were being locked in their room for months at a time, that the staff over there had a body scanner that was tens of thousands of dollars that they were not using at all, and they were instead opting to strip search children. So, what Governor Kelly Ayotte did, she removed her position. She had the Attorney General do an investigation that did not include speaking to a single child or anybody that was speaking to the children over there. What she's done now, she replaced the Office of the Child Advocate, Cassandra Sanchez, who was going in there and fighting for those kids. She's replaced him with the retired chief over at the Manchester Police Department. Now, that retired chief over there, he did look good in the media. When Harmony Montgomery was missing, he was doing the press conferences asking for the public's help, but that child's mother, Crystal, I'm not even going to go into that, had been calling the Manchester PD for quite some time and hadn't gotten any response. Back in 2019, before there was a lawsuit, they announced that they were doing an investigation into YDC. There had been some arrests made. I called the phone number. Um, they had a phone number. If you've been abused, please call so we can investigate. I called and I could not get a call back. They didn't know if it was Manchester PD or the AG. So I called the Manchester PD and they just said it's not our jurisdiction. And I couldn't get a call back until I met Russ Riley. And then all of a sudden they could return my calls. So what I'm getting at, that facility has been in Manchester for a long, long time. The police have gone in and out of that facility constantly for, different incidents. I'm sure that over the years, children have reported things to them. That office, that Manchester PD, has become accustomed to ignoring what's going on and not digging deeper. On a personal level, like the chief does seem to have some decent qualities when I've seen interviews in the media and things like that. But I get the strong sense that when there's serious stuff going on, he's going to fall into line. And that line has always been, you always take the word of the staff, you never take the word of a child. It's really upsetting and frustrating because the whole way through, everyone has always known what goes on with YDC. I was threatened over and over, and things like you're going to drop the soap when you get there. That stuff does make it more difficult, to report. And a lot of these kids have a very distrustful view of law enforcement. I don't believe that this is someone that is going to go in there and look out for these kids and protect these kids. These kids are not Harmony Montgomery, who was this beautiful little toddler. These kids are not choir boys. They're kids that are completely traumatized before they ever walk through those doors. Now, Kelly Ayotte was actually the Attorney General, I think from 2004 to 2007. During that time, hundreds of people were abused. It was on her, and she didn't want to look into it. And so now here we are today. The reports are coming to Governor Kelly Ayotte, and not only is she not acting, she's removing jobs from people that are reporting this abuse. The games that she has played with the settlement fund are going to end up costing the state billions. When these cases go through to trial and you've got jury verdicts, it's she's playing big time games with everybody's pocket. And to me, the biggest issue is these kids are getting hurt. And not only is she not doing anything, she's firing the people that are reporting it. New Hampshire has done this for a long, long time where they've ignored what's happening. And maybe they don't have a good answer to fix it. And I would have so much more respect for that if they were, these are difficult kids. We're exploring what we can do. But just acting like everything going on there is okay, it's mind boggling. I started out in the lawsuit. Uh, I'm Jane Doe number six, so very, very early. And speaking with my lawyer at the very beginning, part of the goal was this is going to cost the state so much that they can't ignore it anymore, that there's going to be some public outrage. And to see that not happening, it's extremely frustrating. I don't know how they keep getting away with this, how these kids keep getting hurt. We've got a big, big problem here. And I can tell you that your grandkids are going to pay for this, that these next kids, there's going to be another round of lawsuits, and some maybe in the works already. So hopefully, I've got another protest going on outside the facility on Saturday, August 15th. My goal, like I would love to move on from this chapter of life. It's been a long run. My goal is really to stand up, to get people to stand with me. Like, this is not okay. One of the conversations I have had